Subscribe, follow, like, share. Last Bell Boxing. These guys give you all the exclusives, and next time I get my fight date, it's going to be exclusive on here as well. So make sure you give them all a follow.
Hello, welcome to the latest live edition of Last Bell Boxing. Today we're joined by Sean. Good morning. I think we still are at the minute. Good morning, Sean.
Yeah, just about. Good morning, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you. Hope you're all well down in Brighton. Looking forward to your big game later. But let's talk boxing. So, on this video, we're going to talk about Eubank Jr. and Benn, the second presser, or how we think the fight's going to play out. So, big press conference on Wednesday, I believe it was. At Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Fantastic venue. Very, very interesting press conference. A little bit more subdued this time. I think Eubank Jr. had Eddie in his sights this time rather than Benn at this stage. Give us your thoughts, Sean, regarding the demeanour of the fighters, who you think come out on top of the press conference, and just give us your general views.
Yeah, I thought it was very entertaining, to be honest. I don't think I've ever seen Eddie Hearn as so wound up and animated as he was in that press conference. I think in terms of between the two fighters, I don't really think one come out above the other, to be honest. They were both fairly relaxed, fairly chilled out, to be honest. The beef, as we know, was more between Eubank and Hearn. I think they both look quite confident, to be honest. I think Conor Benn looks confident. Interesting with what he said, or with what Nigel said, that he was sort of winging in the punches and he was a bit too eager, and perhaps the occasion got to him. So it didn't look like from the outside it did, but what do I know? But that's fair enough if that's what they take. But I think in terms of the two fighters, they both look confident and they both are ready to go, it seems.
What do you make of the change of trainer? Now, if you listen to Eubank Jr., he would have wanted Bomac in his corner for the first fight, but the timing didn't work out. Gives Eubank Jr. a bit of a mental edge again, especially after Bomac just produced that excellent performance with Crawford in that fight, right?
Yeah, I think Eubank could have Stevie Wonder in his corner. It wouldn't make much of a difference, to be honest. I don't think he particularly listens to trainers anyway. From all accounts of what I heard, it's a Chris Eubank show and schedule when he trains. So I think it's just more so for the showmanship for him, really, to say he's got him in his corner rather than sort of tactics and things he can bring out of him. I think it's just more for mind games, as you say, mate, rather than actual performance.
And I mean, a lot of people saying that they fancy Conor Benn in this second fight, and I don't know where Conor Benn's getting his confidence from, because I can't see what Conor Benn can do differently, and I don't think he's getting any better as a fighter. Me just being honest. So I don't know where people are tipping Benn to beat Eubank in this second fight. Yes, I agree the weight's a problem. But setting that aside, because let's have it right, he got down to the weight last time, and let's have it right as well. He'll just take a fine, right? He'll take a fine. If it's over. So, Sean, where do you think this confidence coming from regarding pundits and Conor Benn that he thinks he's going to win this second fight?
I think there's a couple of factors in it. Let's be honest. I mean, if we are being fair, it did appear that Conor Benn did have Eubank buzzed and hurt a couple of times in that fight, at least.
Couldn't get him out of there, though, could he, Sean?
No, he couldn't. But I think people are coming to this conclusion because it's 6 months later. Eubank's that bit older. He's just turned 36, I think. So there's a few factors, I think, why people are edging towards Conor Benn in this fight. I think personally, I think it will be a repeat of the first fight. I just think Conor Benn's still too small, to be honest. But I think that's why people are having the confidence. They're looking into things that perhaps aren't there to a degree. And I think they're putting all their eggs in the basket, thinking it will improve Conor Benn the time and this sort of 6 months later.
And finally, this is a bit of an interesting one. You could say they're both eels, couldn't you? They're both bad guys, if we're honest.
Yeah.
Who do you think the British boxing public lean towards more as a favourite?
Oh, that is a good question. I think probably it's 50-50, to be honest. I mean, the first fight, they were heavily towards Eubank, wasn't they? Because of the whole drug situation and whatnot. But I think how Conor Benn's come out of it and how he fought and just how good the fight was. He showed he's got a lot of heart and balls, really, Conor Benn, I felt, in that fight. So I think people have generally sort of warmed to him a bit more than they was for the first fight. So I think it's probably 50-50, to be honest.
And it does weigh heavy on Ben's shoulders, don't it, if he is the bad guy? He's not used to being in that position, right? It was a boxer's sweetheart coming through. And I think they've been very clever with his PR regarding appearing on certain TV shows to try and improve that PR. There's not much in it, though, like you said, is there? There's not much in it, but I think Eubank carries that tag better than Benn does. Eubank generally don't care, I think.
Yeah. I mean, well, I think his dad had it as well, didn't he? Yeah. He liked to be the bad guy. So I think they've always had a bit of a chip on their shoulders about that, really. I don't think he cares if he's loved or hated, cheered or booed Junior. So I think it's just water of the ducks back to him, really.
I'm sure we'll cover this a few more times before November, but at this stage, Sean, who are you going for?
I can't see the outcome changing, to be honest, although I did allude Eubank's just turned 36, he's 6 months older. I just think the size will play an advantage, as we saw in the last round where he was able to sort of dominate Conor Benn, really. I think it'll be another point win for Eubank.
I'm going late stoppage for Eubank at this stage. Yeah. I think a late stoppage. Because I think Conor Benn slightly unravelled a little bit in them championship rounds.
He did, yeah.
So I think with Bomac in the corner, I think he'll stop him. Round 11, I'm going for at this stage. Yeah. So, okay, that's mine and Sean's opinion on the press conference and the fight regarding Eubank Jr versus Benn. Loads of interaction at the minute in the comments on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, formerly, or X, whatever you want to call it. So please keep them comments coming. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we will see you on the next video on Last Bell Boxing. Thank you very much. Last Bell Boxing, proudly sponsored by Sean Building Services and SC Travel. Sean, thank you very much. See you on the next video.
Thanks, mate.